Does the IRS care about your excuses or your reasons why you weren't able to pay your tax debt? Yes, they do. But you really have to make the connection between the reason you couldn't pay your tax debt and the instance of you not paying your tax debt. Okay, and that's called reasonable cause. Now, a lot of people, they get a little confused by this, and they think the IRS is more generous than they really are. What do I mean by this? So oftentimes we'll hear from somebody, yeah, I owe taxes for 5 years, 2018 through 2022 or something like this. Oh, what happened? Oh, well, in 2021, my wife passed away in a tragic accident and it really affected me. Okay. Well, that might, help you with 2021 tax debt, but what about 2018, 2019, 2020? It's not like, okay, one bad thing happened in my life, one terrible thing happened in my life, and now the IRS is on that basis going to basically forgive all the tax debt or at least the penalties and interest. It doesn't work that way, okay? What we typically see is a death in the immediate family or something like this, being a reasonable cause for maybe the year of death or maybe the year thereafter, but not like to excuse multi-year prolonged tax debt issues from both before and after that event. Okay. So kind of in summary, yes, the IRS does care about reasons why you got behind and things like that, but they're probably not as generous as you might think they are or would hope them to be. Okay. But folks, there's still a chance. There's always a chance. These reasonable cause penalty abatement statements, they're reviewed. They have a reasonable cause tool that the IRS uses, but there's an element of kind of human judgment there as well. And so it's really important that when you do request reasonable cause penalty abatement with the IRS, you really put on a good sob story. And that may help you get over the edge, folks. Okay. Folks, if you owe the IRS or your state at least $10,000 in back taxes, you know who to call. You know where you're going to get the best free consultation out there. It's Choice Tax Relief. Give us a call, 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the website, and we will reach out to you.